Hello and welcome. It is game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League regular season. We're coming to you from Ankara in Turkey for a Group A clash between Türk Telekom and Filou Oostende from Belgium. As always, it seems in this regular season so far, all the teams extremely close, and these two are no different to anybody else. They have faced off 4 times in the past. Türk Telekom winning the last encounter way back in 2016 in the FIBA Euro Cup, and an Oostende team which will be hoping to get its first ever victory over a Turkish team in the Basketball Champions League. So Türk Telekom, a team which is in fine form at home. I see the fixtures in game day 5. Already the 1 game last night, 3 other games taking place here tonight, as our Hour 1 is the top game. Unit hold on against Manresa, and Sassari versus Strasbourg later on tonight. As I said, these two teams have faced off in the past, but Türk Telekom, after being unbeaten through their first 3 games in the Basketball Champions League this season, lost last week. And so they will be trying to bounce back in just their 2nd home game here in this competition. There we see the standings. Türk Telekom currently at the top, one of 3 teams with a 3-1 record. For Oostende at 2-2. They will be hoping to leapfrog up into those upper standings, catch those 3 teams ahead of them. They currently sit in 4th position, although an identical record with Unet Halan, as there is not a lot to separate all 8 teams in Group A so far. So Oostende have lost their last 3 away games in the Basketball Champions League after winning their previous 4 away games. They have their head coach Dario Jurga, a real mix of experience with the 36-year-old Dusan Djordjevic, but then also a number of teenagers, guys like Amar Silla, Kay van der Verst, the 18-year-old and 17-year-old respectively, who will see time and have been in very impressive form in this competition so far. Silla, the man who's come over from Real Madrid, as a stretch 4. Van der Verst been very impressive as a backup point guard so far in this young competition. So for Türk Telekom, we said, how will they bounce back from defeat last week? It has been Mohamed Baygal that has been the key player for them. In number 5, he has scored 20+ points in his last 2 appearances with Türk Telekom in the Basketball Champions League, but no player has scored more than 20 points in 3 consecutive game days this season. So will he be the first man to get to that figure and that statistic in the Champions League? Something to keep an eye on. It's been more than him, though. It's a battle of the inside guys as well, as I'm looking forward to Siobhan Thompson, one of just 2 players averaging a double-double in the Basketball Champions League this season. He'll be facing off for Oostende as Mohamed Foul, the huge Frenchman, will be anchoring down the middle for Türk Telekom as well. So here comes the Oostende team. Said a mix of youth and experience for them. And it'll be interesting to see how they deal with this atmosphere. You can already hear the boos raining out here for a man which has been there and done it all in their head coach in Dario Jurga. Oostende, a team, which has experienced unparalleled success, really. They've won every Belgium title since the 2011-2012 season. And they were only once taken to 5 games in the 5-game series throughout that. So you can see they have dominated Belgian basketball in recent years. 9 times champions now for them. 5 more than anybody else in Belgium. So for Türk Telekom, a frustrating early season domestically. It is much different here in the Basketball Champions League. I mentioned it is just their 2nd home game in this competition, so it'll be interesting to see how they deal with the hometown arena. The first home game was a success for them as they beat Dinamo Society on game day 2, 64-56. So, players coming out onto the floor. There's Carl Wiltshire. Another guy will be battling that stretch 4 position. Some really interesting lineups and individual matchups throughout this contest here today. I see two coaches will shake hands. And as do the players. Smiles all around for them, and we'll be set to get underway shortly. Final stages for these two teams in their warm-ups. Coming into this one then, Oostende, 15th position, points per game so far in this competition. They did score 80 points last week. A team which is 2-0 at home, 0-2 on the road. They have gone down to defeats in Strasbourg, 77-64 on game day 1, and then 90-71. They went down last time they were on the road in game day 3. That was to Dinamo Society. They did have that bounce-back win last week against the Caballas, so see how they do as our officials for today's game from Latvia, the Czech Republic and Bosnia-Herzegovina in charge of today's game. So for Oostende, the question is, are they going to be able to compete on the road? Something they have failed to do so far this year. We'll see their starting 5. It is Jean-Marc Mwemba, Moran Angola, Dusan Djordjevic, Siobhan Thompson and Amar Silla. So a kind of quite traditional lineup for Oostende. Watch out for Angola. There's the the high-flying, high-scoring wing for this Oostende team. The experience of Dusan Djordjevic at the point guard position as well be vital on the road here in Ankara. There is Coach Dario Jurga. Said what a turnaround he has had. The man who's been in charge of Oostende through all those wins in recent years. Domestically, really has brought a level of success to their club. So for Türk Telekom, Mohamed Baygal, Mustafa Fal, two of the starting 5. For their head coach, Borak Gergan. So look like they're ready to get underway early here. Here's Campbell. Also out there, so RJ Hunter on the bench. Alongside Inish Kashkirin. So the Oostende players in their red uniforms shake hands. There is Siobhan Thompson, mentioned just one of 2 guys averaging a double-double. He's going to have his work cut out here tonight against one of the best big man in the competition in Mustafa Fal. 13 points, 6 rebounds per game. And Türk Telekom will be in their white uniforms, the blue and green trim. Hello and welcome. Game day 5 then set to get underway here in Ankara. The ball is up, controlled eventually by Oostende. Silla gives it over to Djordjevic. First possession to the Belgian team on the road. As they will look to use Djordjevic and Thompson Thompson rolling to the ring. Djordjevic's pass didn't find its target. That long frame of Mustafa Foul trying to take away his space. Shot clock to 8 seconds. Still plenty of time for Oostende. They'll bring it in. Luemba goes to the wing. He's guarded. And the rejection will stay with Thompson. No, off him last. And so possession will go for the first time to Türk Telekom. No, just to clarify there, 5. It's Begard, Campbell, Foul, Tashkirin and Carl Wiltshire. They'll make up the 5 for the Turkish team. Wiltshire into the low post. It's going to be a tough matchup for Silla. The youngster trying to guard Carl Wiltshire, man with experience. Came through the university system at the University of Gonzaga in the US. Canadian-born. Played for the Canadian national team this past summer as well. He gets them on the board early here. Djordjevic trying to back it down, using that size advantage he has over TJ Campbell. But they're forced to bring it into the backcourt, and Silla knocks down the 3. Well, Amar Silla does have that range. It is a bit inconsistent at this stage in his career, but he can certainly make them, as he's proved on the first possession. Off the screen comes Kashkirin. Now it's into the hands of Baigal. Baigal said he's had a great start to the year. 20 plus in his last 2. Can't get his first shot to go though. And now Djordjevic will control. Djordjevic to the inside. Silla getting to his left hand. Fails to convert. Thompson against Foul. This is going to be a great matchup to watch. Thompson gets it away over the top of Mustafa Foul and gets the score. Off the screen. Campbell skips it over, far side. Now Foul, 2 feet in the lane. And it's going to be whistled for the travel. Now Mustafa Foul got the deep touch, but couldn't finish. Watch him just shuffle the feet. Here he goes. Good work from Thompson to hold his ground. And the pressure up the floor. This is where Angola really able to help. More traditional 2 guard, but can come and handle the ball, break the pressure. And now Djordjevic to rest. And they're going to try and post up Djordjevic. You see, that's the tactic against the smaller man in Campbell. Here he is once more. Djordjevic to Thompson. Foul gets in front. Thompson, low clock, isn't going to get it away in time. Well, great recovery from Mustafa Foul. To the light of the crowd here in Ankara then. And loving their big man, the presence he has, helping his team. Possession once more with Türk Telekom then. And trial early here. We'll go to Wiltshire in the post against Silla. Scored last time, same move. No goaltend. Wiltshire convinced that Silla had got it on the way down. There's Angola, backs it out, wants the screen once again. Thompson comes to set it. Good defense to keep in front by Campbell, not giving any space to Angola. And now Campbell will push. No look pass to Wiltshire, sets his feet. Can't get it to go. Wiltshire known more for his perimeter stroke than the power game we've seen from him in his first couple of possessions. Couldn't get that one to drop. Jump shot is good for Thompson. Well, we wondered how Siobhan Thompson would do against big Mustafa Foul. Thompson, a great statistical output so far. This season has continued that here. Foul against Djordjevic. Sideline possession for Mohamed Ragal, and he'll bring it in. Now Campbell will pull the trigger on a 3. Campbell comes up short though. Low post for Angola. Back out to Muemba. He can shoot it. Not this one. It's the front of the ring. Both teams missing their three-point opportunities. Weigel crosses over towards the baseline. And a foul is called against Muemba. No. Sorry. It's a travel. Muemba, instantly looked towards the official. He had the same thought through his head as I did. The referee was going to call a foul. No, absolutely changed his pivot foot right in front of the referee. Great work from our crew. It's now far side. Angola hasn't had any space yet. They've guarded him well so far. Ashkirin this time gets beat. Angola doesn't get the drop, but he's going to get his own offensive rebound. Finds Thompson, but Thompson blows the first one and then travels on the second. Oh, he's got to be careful not to get a tech. Off the screen, Campbell trying to find a bit of room. Now Wiltshire once more. They really are going to try and attack that matchup with Silla. And that's why. Second score for Carl Wiltshire against Silla. Foul, Angola on the penetration. Kishkiren. Yeah, too much contact. The three is good. Foul, reversing around. Early lead here, 10-4 from Oostende. As the response is from Wiltshire. He's been everything, hasn't he? 7 points for him. All 7 for Türk Telekom. Muemba off the screen. The lob. Loose pass though, looking for Silla. Wiltshire once again spins to the baseline. Draws the foul. Going to be in-line possession. Right. Good quick spin. Trying to figure out if it's on the base or side. It's baseline possession. It's been brought in by Campbell. There is foul into the hands of the new man, Nick Johnson. Johnson gets his defender on his back, slides in for the score. Instant impact from Johnson. Jump shot for Thompson. Doesn't get the roll, tries to take Mustafa Fall out. The jump shot doesn't go. So it looks like the foul's going to be called against Thompson. Low post once more for Wiltshire. Silla's not straight up. Could see it from this angle. No matter what he says to the referee, his arms aren't above his head. Watch the way they come forward here. It's a tough matchup for Silla there. You see, look, arms clearly over the top. So Carl Wiltshire will be at the line. First is good. Wiltshire, what a strong start. 8 of the 10. Misses that one. And crosses the line. So possession will go back to the Belgian team. Angola to Djordjevic. Djordjevic waiting for Thompson. Thompson's got a screen. Foul, just jamming up the space as they'll find Angola far side. Angola knocks down his second triple. So good work for Brian Angola. 2 threes for him. That's his 6, but got some way to go to catch that man there. As Wiltshire misses the 3. Angola into the hands of Djordjevic. Now Mwemba. Thompson on the inside. Great team basketball from Oostende, but jump shot doesn't go. Fouls finish. Too strong, stays with it. The kick out, open triple. Doesn't go for Campbell. Good work on the glass. It's Wiltshire once again. He's fired up. Scream for him. He's already into double figures, Carl Wiltshire. Whistles rain out here. Angola looking at trying to find an option far side. The jump shot doesn't go for Mwemba. And then a foul will be called against Mwemba. So team fouls. Two shots to come for Johnson. Wiltshire still having conversations. So Mustafa foul goes out. And Erkan Jan Barak comes in. Angola isolated far side. He'll pull up. Doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Good work to keep it alive by Schwartz. And instead goes the other way. Offensive foul, I think, is going to be called. Yeah. Just out of control from Türk Telekom. Angola took the hit. Jan Barak is whistled for the offensive foul. Unfortunate for him, didn't really have much choice. He was given the pass on his way to the basket, couldn't change direction. Schwartz then brings it down against the pressure from Johnson. Thompson goes to the next man in Angola. Angola looking, finds Silla on the far side. Silla's made one. Front of the ring here. Johnson now going in the opposite direction. Wiltshire tries to barrel his way to the basket. Oh, the leak out for Schwartz. No one's going to catch him. Easy dunk for him. Last 35 seconds as Shafak Edgar is in the game at the point guard position. Van der Verst here. 17-year-old controls in no hurry. We'll wait for this final shot. Gives it to Thompson. Now he get it back with 10 on the clock. Van der Verst, the lefty, throws high, gets it into Thompson. Thompson can't finish, Schiller keeps it alive, rejected. And Wiltshire will hold on to it to end the quarter here. On a low-scoring first quarter, Carl Wiltshire has 10 of the 13 for Türk Telekom. Strong defensive play for both teams. As after 10 minutes here, it's 13-15. Türk Telekom trailing by 2 against Oostende. There are some highlights from that first 10 minutes, which just show the shooting percentages for both teams. Three-point shooting, disappointment from Türk Telekom. Something they'll look at. As they're just 1 of 5 in the early stages. For Oostende, they're just 25% from two-point range. So both teams with stuff to work on. Of course, still very early in this one. Oostende just 3 of 12. And they have made 3 of 7 threes. So that's the reason for their slender lead right now. There's the one make from beyond the three-point line for Telekom. And of course, it is Carl Wiltshire. Has done a bit of everything. 4 of 7 from the field, 3 rebounds, 10 points for him. Yeah, ready to get underway in the second half then. Substitutions in for Türk Telekom. We see Duran, Johnson, Hunter, Mustafa Foul, and Shafak Edgar. The 5 out there for the Turkish team. They have possession. Just the one change for Oostende. That is Desiron on the inside, trying to guard Mustafa Foul. Here he is. Foul kicks it out. Open triple. Doesn't go for Edgar. And Schwartz will look to push. Schwartz. Stop and go. Draws the foul against Teren. So, nice play from Schwartz. Draws the foul against Teren. Sideline possession. Van der Verst will bring it in. Everybody denied eventually to get it in. Basket no good. Another 2-point miss for Oostende. Teren moves it on. Open 3 for Edgar. This is another one. And Van der Verst calls the play. Absorbs the pressure, has a little bit of seam. Van der Verst tried to switch this to his right hand, way short for him. Back-to-back misses for the teenager. As down the other way, another 3. Edgar can't get it to go, excuse me. That is Turan, couldn't get it to go. Through the gears. Miss from Angola. Great work on the offensive glass for Schwartz. Finds Angola. His 3 misses. Foul, snatches in the rebound. Somehow it's given back to Oostende. Schwartz trying to find some room. Finds Silla. Another 3 perhaps. No, Silla this time puts it on the floor. And yet another opportunity missed. Schwartz didn't like the call. Hunter comes up empty, hits the front of the ring. Timeout called as Johnson makes the second. Makes it a 1-point game, 14-15. Oostende still with the lead, but nearly 2 minutes into this one, we've just had the single point scored, so Oostende will talk this over. Got a good couple of looks that last possession, but all beyond the three-point line.
That's a shot after 6 seconds. We don't play like that. We're gonna go to the middle. Exactly what you want to me. We're gonna just stay with this hands. We're gonna go to the middle. Listen. Next one. It's a inside. Okay. Hey. Side screen lower to mid. Even look in the draw. You attack. Try to roll behind the back. Follow here. Open 2-1. Nice. 1, 2, 3.
Back to action after the Oostende timeout. Just some organisation offensively for them. Coming to the play. Out of the timeout. Van der Vest calls it. Here comes Angola. Collects it. Silla slipping to the basket. Now Van der Vest off the screen. Snakes into the lane. Finds Silla. Silla's got low shot clock here. It's a little shot in the lane. Doesn't go over the top of Johnson. Edgar will come the other way. Whistle. It's going to be an offensive foul. Against Mustafa Foul. Now you can see him wrapping the arm. I think that was why. So he's going to have to go out here. Silla's also left the game. Substitutions for both teams. So, mentioned Silla out. He's been replaced by Abez Ashart. And we're number 14. Van der Vest pulls up and knocks it down. Excellent play from Oostende. Van der Vest was denied. So they hit high post. He cut off the man. First basket for him. Johnson isolated. Telecom nearly lose it. Couldn't handle it. As a foul is called. Hunter was the man who nearly lost it, managed to regain it, made the one-on-one move. Desiron is called for the personal foul. I don't think he appreciated the call. Thought it was going to go against Angola. It didn't. So Hunter will be at the line for two. Maybe that was his frustration. His two shots rather than on the floor. RJ Hunter steadies himself. Just a single point for him from the free throw line. Makes that one. Second misses. Oostende coming in transition. Schwartz nearly loses the ball. Jumped in the air, didn't know where to go. Another man has it slipped through his hands. Van der Vest this time into the lane. Good find to the perimeter. Good defense from Hunter to cut off the drive though. Van der Vest now loses it. It's picked up by Hunter. Here he comes. Throws ahead. Extra pass. Johnson for 3. Can't get it. Still no Carl Wiltshire on the floor after that strong first quarter from him. Oostende steady here. Van der Verst off the screen. Throws it over to Schwartz. Schwartz picks it up off his toes. Fires it up. Good offensive rebound and finish from Yannick Desiron. To clean up the mess. Wasn't the greatest shot from Schwartz. Such a tough pickup for him. It's now penetration. Nearly a turnover. Eventually gets into the hands of Bedak, but he misses badly. Angola heading in the opposite direction. He can't finish, but then he's going to get the steal. Angola hammered as he tried to get the post up, and he will go to the line. Some frustration there, I think, from Bedak. A poor turnover from him. Made sure there was no way it was going to be a three-point play. And Bedak goes out, and here comes back in Carl Wiltshire. And Wiltshire spent his first 4.5 minutes on the bench in the second quarter. His team has 15 points. He has 10 of them. Johnson has 4. It's Angola now. It's that. To move to 7 personal. Make it 8. Now he will head to the bench as Simon Bouse comes in for his first action. 22-year-old guard. Campbell trying to find some room. Goes to the post with Turan. Turan trying to find some room. Couple of fakes. Can't find any space. We'll go to Johnson. And then a foul will be called against the defense. Van der Verst just got caught on the switch. Johnson off the screen, opens up for Johnson. He will go to the line. Well, nobody seemed to come across. Johnson took off and then saw the opportunity to get the finish. Didn't quite have the reach to finish the dunk, but goes to the line for 2 here. 4 points, 5 rebounds for him. Makes the first. Second is good. Oostende, 4-point lead. Schwartz loses his man, but the defense switches. Van der Verst. Triple doesn't go. Wiltshire grabs in the rebound. Johnson now operating in the post against Boyesi. Can't finish the short jump hook. Oostende in no hurry. No scoring game here. Every possession important. Schwartz kicks it out over far side. Open 3 is good. Great find from Schwartz using the skip. And Simon Boyesi knocking down the 3 to open up a lead here for Oostende. 24-17.
Okay. Basic offense. RJ, you are here. If they switch pass one more time inside, let's go.
Largest lead of the game for either team. All right, now 7 points for Oostende. So Telecom never had a lead larger than 2. So they've only led for 23 seconds in this one. So good play. You wouldn't believe Oostende, the team, still searching for their first win on the road in this competition. Campbell has it. It's going to be pick and pop action for Carl Wiltshire according to the timeout. Here it comes. Wiltshire screens once more. He'll try and pop. Campbell takes it instead. Now here's Wiltshire for 3. Carl Wiltshire knocks down another one. 13 personal for him. Makes it a 4-point game. Then throw it ahead. Well, you see now Schwartz off the screen. Schwartz over to Bayusi once again. Now power in the post. But a foul is called. Desiron draws it. Good find for base shot. And a smart foul really from Campbell as well. He had the mismatch on the inside. 10 on the clock now. Van der Verst has a little step, skips it over. We'll see. Can't hit this one. Johnson with the rebound will push it the other way. Campbell. Back to Wiltshire. Wiltshire must be feeling it now. Trying to find some room. Open 3 for Terren. He can't get it. Wiltshire, the offensive rebound and put back. Oh, smaller lineup for Türk Telekom. And it's letting Carl Wiltshire, who wants the crowd to make some more noise. Wants them to get into it. Wiltshire, 15 points personal, 6 of 9 from the field, 5 rebounds as well. He's made it a 2-point game as Oostende called a timeout.
Now everything what they do. Three offensive board, 2 times layup, 1 layup, 1 3-pointer. Let's be smart. We are well on pressure. We don't need every time shoot. Sometimes fake off the catch attack, you know. Hey, switch the 2 of them. Try it. Put the ball in. We read. You cannot pass outside, then we go to the catch. Hey. Wait.
Brought in from the end line. Rush up the floor. Wiltshire. Now he's going to drop back as Van der Verst breaks it. Schwartz back into the hands of the teenage point guard. Here he is, coming off the screen. Oh, lovely feed and the easy stuff from Desiron. They love that screen to the outside. Gets so much out of that action. It's now Johnson looking for Wiltshire. Too much room for Carl Wiltshire. Can't hit on that occasion. It's a good look for Türk Telekom coming out of the timeout. Oh, you see, to Schwartz. Now, Van der Verst waiting, uses that screen once more. Foul. TJ Campbell called for it. Van der Verst just penetrating off the screen. Campbell reaches around, grabs the hips. So he goes out. Mohamed Baigal comes back in. Baigal, we said, scored more than 20 in his last 2 games. Scoreless here in 4.5 minutes. You need to get him going. Carl Wiltshire, 15 of the 22 for Türk Telekom right now. Second is missed by Van der Vust. He has 3 personal. Hunter turns the corner off the screen. Hunter, lovely little bounce pass to Teren, but he's rejected. Only for a foul to be called against Beşiktaş. You can see he doesn't really agree with the call. Beşiktaş. 20-year-old centre. Frustrated, thought he got a clean block there, but Teren will be at the line where he makes the first. Schwartz hands it over. Very sharp now, looking for Van der Vust. He'll cut back door, but passes a loose one. And it goes back to Türk Telekom. The defensive pressure working for the Turkish team there. Haven't seen that much from them. Yeah. Approach 2 minutes left in this first half. Teren handing it over to Hunter. Hunter has some room, takes the 3. Can't get it. Oostende had a chance to run, I think, if they wanted to there. They will go now. Schwartz glides in. And it drops. Not sure if it was the score from Schwartz or whether it was tipped home by Beşiktaş. But either way, count it for Oostende. Mohamed Weigel still trying to get going. Falls to the floor. Wiltshire was open. He falls to the floor. Everyone struggling to stay to their feet. Johnson dances in. Doesn't get it. Teren with the offensive rebound. Finds Hunter. Hunter back to Wiltshire on the inside. Wiltshire along the baseline. Nearly goes out of bounds. Teren slicing in. All for nothing for Türk Telekom. Referee goes down on the far side as the triple is knocked down by Simon Bayusi. So the referee took a tumble on the far side. Bayusi continued to play. Made the 3, and it's an 8-point game here. 32-24. Under a minute left in the first half. Türk Telekom are going to call a timeout. Türk Telekom coming averaging 76 points per game. Struggling to get to 50 at this moment in time. The top scorers, Johnson and Wiltshire, 21 of the 24 points for Türk Telekom right now. Real offensive struggle for the Turkish team. Bayusi makes his second 3 of the night to make it this 8-point game. Inside the final minute, Johnson collects it. That's the point guard position as Teren comes to screen. Hunter now draws a foul. Team fouls against Oostende, so there'll be 2 shots to come. Van der Vust using those hands. Clear in front of the officials. Substitutions will see Djordjevic replace Van der Vust. Two shots to come for RJ Hunter. Makes that to move to 2 personal. Makes him the 3rd leading scorer for Türk Telekom right now. 2 for 2. Answer moves to 3 points. But it's a 6-point game. We'll see, waiting. Over to Djordjevic. Djordjevic using the screen as it unrolls. Schwartz takes the tough pull-up. Shot clock winding down, and Schwartz knocks it down. 6 points for Schwartz. 11 minutes of this first half. Angola comes in. No doubt for his defensive presence here. They take out Djordjevic for the final possession. Johnson crosses the half. Look at the scoring. 14% for Türk Telekom in this quarter. And they get one final score. Johnson, extra pass now. The open three doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Who's going to win it? Carl Wiltshire does, but not in time. So that is the end of the first half here. Well, a struggle offensively for Türk Telekom. They've scored just 26 points. They trail by 8. 26-34 here at the half. Oostende, a team searching for their first win on the road in the Basketball Champions League this season, has put together a very impressive first 20 minutes. They will go to the locker room happy. See if that's something they can build on. I mean, the shooting percentages there, 36%, 13% for three as well for Türk Telekom. Just 7 field goals from them in the game. They've been kept really in this one from the free throw line and also from the strong play of Carl Wiltshire. Rebounding battle, pretty even. Of course, Telekom struggling for assists when they've scored so few points. And where would they be without Carl Wiltshire now? 6 of 10 from the field he is. 15 points and 6 rebounds. He's the leading scorer. You can see 24 of the 26 points come between those 3 players from Türk Telekom. Oostende on the other side, a real balanced attack led by Angola, Boyusi and Schwartz, who have 8, 6 and 6 respectively. So a lot of changes need to be made on the offensive end. Oostende doing a great job defensively. Established an 8-point lead here at the half, and Türk Telekom are going to have some work to do coming out of the half-time locker room. We know they have that quality. They're 3-1 for a reason. They lost their first game last week. So will they respond here at home? I'm going to leave you with some highlights, take about a 10-minute break, and we'll be back to show you the second half in Group A.
Evet, karşı tribünden kim var? Abicim bayan var. Bayan diyorum, sen 60 yaşındaki abimi gösteriyorsun. Kim var? Evet, siz alın. Evet, siz. Üçüncü bayan yaşındaki, evet. Kot, montlu bayan, evet siz. Evet, hanımefendi siz. Alkışlar alalım. Hanımefendi için. Erkeklerin işi biraz zor olsun. Bayanlar da serbest atış çizgisini açsın. Ne dersiniz? Tamam. Hadi bakalım. Önce kim? Ladies first. Tamam bayanlar.
İlk bayan sunucu için güçlü alkış gelsin şimdi. Kim geliyor? Buyurun. Hadi bakalım. İlk atış geliyor. Bravo, süper. Tekrar. Biraz daha gelebilirsiniz o tarafa. Biraz daha geri bu tarafa doğru. Evet, süper. Biraz daha yüksek. Bravo! Hemen şöyle dedim size. Evet, ikinci bayan. Buyurun. Alkış yok mu hanımefendi için? Hemen gönderdim. Bu da benden olsun. İkinci atışın hazırına. Daha yüksekten. Daha yüksekten.
Bamberger transition for Paris Lee. Lee throws down him. Oh, my Lord! Connects with it. Taylor got the lob. Paris Lee threw it up, and it was a throwdown.
Neptunus in the white. Neptunus start with a basketball. Come off the two screens. Great curve right down the lane, and he just flushes it for two. What a start. Goliath just went down hard and said thank you.
Solomon going to go to work against Margaritis. Oh, lovely crossover inside, and he puts down the poster, knocking Sarakopoulos to the floor. Oh, that's a power move to the basket. Just too much for Pauk to handle. Look at Sarakopoulos here. He ends up with his backside on the hardwood. Beautiful handoff, and then just a hammer throw by Madsen. Well, we know he's got the jump shot, and now he shows us he's got some hops.
Frankie Ferrari steps back now, gets in, puts it up. Oh, that was the playground move, baby. Looked like he was going to step back and attempt a three, then he went in and put it up, releasing it with one hand. Look at that. He wowed his own teammates.
Jacobin Brown trying to lead the fast break, goes coast to coast. Oh, what a pass behind the back. Jacobin Brown adds himself to the highlight reel. It's Solomon Bramo who makes the two.
Extra pass, great scramble. Smith, little handle off the glass. The two is sweet. Just ghosts past the defense. Upstairs. Oh, what a play. Brown orchestrates. Justice keeps it alive, knocks it away. Chance to run for Zaragoza. Nice pass. Beautiful finish. And Radovic gets the two. Super finish. Super play.
Thompson on the roll, wide open, and Thompson hammers it home. Gives a look to the bench. Doesn't react at all. All in a day's work for Siobhan Thompson. Half-time here in Ankara then. Well, a defensive clinic from both teams in the first half. 34-26. Oostende currently lead here at the interval. A low-scoring game. Türk Telekom struggled offensively. You know, poor percentages all round really from them. Just 35% from two-point range, 13% for three-point range. Luckily, they have Carl Wiltshire on their team, who's gone 6 of 10 for 15 points. On the other side, Angola, you can see he is the leading man, 8 points for Oostende. But they've had a balanced scoring effort across their roster. 6 for Bouyesi with 2 threes, 6 for Schwartz, 4 for Thompson as well before he went to the bench for quite a long time. Played the whole of the first quarter, didn't come back in the second, as him and Yannick Deseron split time. And so an impressive first half performance, really, you got to say, from the Belgian team. Did everything they were supposed to. And it's work to do for Türk Telekom. They are the team that's going to have to make some adjustments. So Mwemba will bring it in from the side. As possession for Oostende. They have Angola, Djordjevic, Mwemba, Silla and Thompson. Same 5 that started the game for them. Foul called. It will go against TJ Campbell. As so Telekom go with Campbell by goal. Staffer foul. RJ Hunter and Carl Wiltshire. Sideline possession. Angola frees himself. Thompson will come pick. Angola slices in just straight at foul. Smartly tipped away by Carl Wiltshire, as it was probably going to drop. And now Wiltshire in transition, thought about it. Puts it on the floor and draws the foul. Well, Carl Wiltshire doing it at both ends. You know him for his offense. Here he is, but a smart tap away. Taking the ball off the ring to save a certain 2 at the other end as well. So Silla hands it over. And now into the hands of Hunter. Campbell through the contact of Mwemba. Campbell trying to find an opening, can't, until eventually Hunter finds some room to knock down the 3. First field goal of the game for RJ Hunter. Will that get Türk Telekom going? Saw a bit of defensive life to them at the end of that first half. Now the crowd getting into it as well. Djordjevic takes the triple and knocks it down. Dusan Djordjevic. His first make from beyond the three-point line as Wiltshire comes up short. Djordjevic commits the foul. He's out of position on the box out. You see off the screen, Campbell gets caught underneath it. Looks towards the official, doesn't get the call, but Djordjevic managed to shooting just 16% from three-point range in the Basketball Champions League so far this season. Hunter, well guarded, foul. A screen for Campbell. Campbell waiting for foul to come. He's rejected from behind by Angola. Djordjevic pushes in the opposite direction. Uses one screen, then the other. Thompson rolling to the ring. Here he is now. Spins, goes along the baseline, throws it down. Well, he had the #1 play last week, and that might be in the top 10 once again. Siobhan Thompson, the reverse over Mustafa Fowl. Oostende opened up the double-digit lead here. Angola thinks it should be his team's possession. Oh, tough to say as Hunter comes back into the game. Johnson over to Baigao. Baigao gets his man on his back, penetrates. Wiltshire puts it on the floor, draws the contact, and will go to the line for 2. Well, this is where they kept themselves in the game. #1 at the free throw line, and 2 in the hands of Carl Wiltshire. in that first half, but you can almost see the confidence of Oostende growing on every possession. Third foul on Silla. Wiltshire makes number one. And 2 of 2 for Carl Wiltshire. So Silla goes out. And Brad Shart comes in. That's the number 14. Gave some solid minutes in that first half. Nice shot. Djordjevic in no hurry. Into the hands of Angola. Now Djordjevic sells the fake. Steps inside. That's more his traditional range. Good save from Mustafa Foul. Chance to run for Türk Telekom here by Gal. Far side. Wiltshire transition. 3 is good. 20 for Carl Wiltshire. Makes it a 5-point game. Now they're starting to try and work on the defensive end. Thompson wants it. Isn't going to get it. Djordjevic fouled by Begal. Too much pressure from Mohamed Begal. Passionate cries from the sideline on Türk Telekom. And head coach Badak Goren. See if it can get his team fired up here. Wiltshire in stance on the switch. Guarding Angola. Shoots over the top of him. And it's going to be a foul. Oh, it's a technical foul against Angola for simulation. Tried to buy the call. Couldn't quite see it. Angola believes there was contact, but Wiltshire at the line, and he's going to miss the free throw. But it will be possession for Türk Telekom. Baseline possession then. Johnson comes available. Calls the play. Wants this screen from Foul. No, pass. And he'll now cut through. Johnson waiting. Carl Wiltshire, another one. It's good. Well, Carl Wiltshire smoking the nets here today. 23 personal. Another 3 from him. 8 of 13 from the field. 4 of 7 for 3, and he's made it a 2-point game here. Carl Wiltshire carrying Türk Telekom on his back. He's averaging 10.8 a game. Carl Wiltshire only shooting 18% from 3-point range before tonight. Really had his struggles from beyond the 3-point line, but seems like the stroke has returned for the big Canadian. Wiltshire then dragging his team back into this one. 2-point game. As we're out of the timeout. Djordjevic off the screen from Thompson. Thompson rolls, collects it. Defense is there, building the wall. waiting for him, chance to run. Johnson gets it back and finishes it to tie the game at 39. Great transition basketball, good give and go between Johnson and Weigel. Now Djordjevic brings it back out again, finds Thompson. Foul. Looks like it's going to go against Johnson. He's trying to fight through the screen. And all of a sudden the offense has sparked to life for Türk Telekom, hasn't it? Yeah. (13-5) here in the first 4 minutes. So Telekom only scored 13 in the whole of the first quarter as Djordjevic, open, short jump shot is good. Said he's good in that mid-range area. Wiltshire coming back to it. Now Johnson. Johnson opens up all the way. Nick Johnson moves to 10. Isaac of 41, so 15 points now in the third quarter. Their largest point production of any quarter already here. Less than halfway through for Türk Telekom. There's Djordjevic working off the screen, trying to find some room. Gives it over to Bayshart, runs into the wall. Shot clock getting low. Mwemba forces it up, and a great box out from Mustafa Fowl to keep Thompson off the glass. Let Wiltshire take it in. Wiltshire thought about it, out of transition instead. He'll go to the handoff. Now he pops. Wiltshire trying to put it on the floor. Mwemba switching on D. And a poor pass from Johnson. Looked like he made contact with the face of Mwemba. That's why it was such a loose pass. Schwartz is going to come in. Bayshart goes to the bench. Djordjevic working off that high screen from Thompson. Goes one way, then the other. Open three is good. Now Schwartz in off the bench. Immediate play from him. Hunter. He takes a tough one, misses everything. Johnson there though. Collects in the air ball, puts it home. Immediately the other way, Schwartz. Thinks about it, but instead pulls out against Mustafa Fowl. Now he'll try and attack him from the perimeter. Foul, great job to stay in front. Fight for the rebound on the switch though, and Thompson makes them pay. So Mustafa Fowl successfully got rid of the mismatch by guarding the ball, but they couldn't live with Siobhan Thompson on the glass. 8-5 now for Thompson. Johnson. Foul collects it, kicks it out by Gal. Yes, Wiltshire open. That's a foul against Angola. First is good. Two of two for Mohamed Weigel. His first points of the night. And it's a one-point game here. He's set up for a superb final 13 minutes. Thompson fouled. Mustafa Fowl will go to the line to shoot two. Thompson, though, just a 45% free throw shooter. So, I know it's the third foul on Mustafa Foul. Not the worst foul for the team. Thompson misses his first. Makes the second. Miguel. Go high-low. Hunter, it's a foul. Can't finish. Second chance. Takes a lot of contact, puts it home. First time they've really given Mustafa Foul a good touch to the inside. First points for him. Big men battling against each other. Thompson first, and then Foul at the other end. Muemba on the fake. Takes the three, doesn't get it. He'll get his own rebound. Djordjevic finds Thompson, but Foul tips it out of bounds. So shot clock to 8. Schwartz will bring it in. Pulls up, hand in the face. Hunter did a good job, but another offensive rebound for Oostende here. They'll recycle it, get it over to Djordjevic. Matched up against Wiltshire. Now Djordjevic to Muemba. Low shot clock once more. Muemba, tough three. This is everything. Well, they eventually hold firm on defense, Türk Telekom. But they had to do it through 3 possessions after giving up 2 offensive rebounds. Frustration from Oostende that all that good work counts for nothing. Johnson. And now Wiltshire in the low post against Angola. He'll get it again on the switch. Just hooks over the top of him. 2 more for Wiltshire. 25 personal, and it's the lead for Türk Telekom. First lead since the beginning of the game. Off the back of a great third quarter here. Angola goes hard. Foul, rejects the shot. Mustafa Foul started to come to the party here in this third quarter. Quiet in the first half. Wiltshire goes to the bench, takes his 25.7 rebounds with him as well. Thompson back to Djordjevic. Djordjevic throws it up, wanted the foul. Another offensive rebound. Thompson gets it to go. Well, Türk Telekom cannot keep giving up these offensive boards. As the runner doesn't go, it's Foul once more, kicks it to that lovely feed to the inside. Begal misses the layup, but tips it home. Well, he smiles, blew the wide open, easy finish. And he had to work harder to get the tip in. Muemba trying to find some room, gets it to Schwartz. Schwartz into the lane, finds Muemba, open 3. Can't get it. Nearly another offensive rebound. Foul, collects it, and it's going to be a jump. Possession will go with Türk Telekom, even though they struggled once more to look after their defensive glass. Foul goes out to a round of applause. Djordjevic heads to the bench. There's Van der Wurst and Silla come back. There's Amar Silla for Oostende. Muemba also headed out. Egeman Guvan in for action. Oh, it's the number 15 for Türk Telekom. Here he is setting the screen. Johnson hesitates, takes the space for a jump shot. He fails to make it, but there is Guvan on the offensive glass. So both teams struggling to look after their own rebounds. Hunter walks slowly to the bench as Enis Keshkadan comes in. Yuvan makes number one. 3-point lead now for Türk Telekom, their largest of the game, would you believe? Can't get the second. Silla smartly tips it off and is collected by Van der Wurst. Here he is again. End of quarter opportunity for him. Van der Wurst. Was the foul? Team fouls against Türk Telekom. Baygal doesn't like the call. That's because Van der Wurst is the one who's got his arm wrapped up. So Van der Wurst at the line. 1 of 4 from the field. 3 points, but 4 assists for him, which comes back for the final offensive possession. He makes number one. And the second as well is good for Van der Wurst. Last possession of the third quarter. Wiltshire, oh no, Turan it is, taking the three, can't get it. A heave from their own half, too strong from Oostende. So an excellent third quarter for Türk Telekom, 26-17. They scored as many points in that quarter as they did in the whole of the first half to take a 1-point lead here. There are the percentages. Türk Telekom. Percentages going up and up all the time and getting to the line 21 times already in this game. It's helped them, that's for sure. Some of these highlights then, it's made an interesting final quarter here. That was at one stage a double-digit lead at the beginning of that third quarter. (39-29) in favour of Oostende, but since that point, it's been all Türk Telekom. They have their largest lead of the game at 3 points. They've only led for 1 minute and 48 seconds. But they have momentum going into this fourth quarter, and they have that man there, Carl Wiltshire, who has 25 on the game. Johnson as well has now double digits with 12. And a team which just didn't look like they were going to be able to score in the first half has showed their quality, showed the reason why they won their first 3 games in the Basketball Champions League.
Ve şimdi çok güçlenmişleriniz son çeyrek için partiye çıkan Türk Telekom için. Son çeyrek Oostende.
Offensive rebounds worked for Oostende to keep them in the game, but they also have this final quarter underway with possession. It's Angola, Schwartz, Silla, Thompson and Van der Wurst out there in the red jerseys. Schwartz coming off the screen. Finds Thompson. Thompson loses the handle. Shot clock down to 5 now. Schwartz takes the tough three. Doesn't get it. And Mustafa foul grabs in the rebound. So foul, Campbell, Johnson, Wiltshire and Baygal, the 5 for Türk Telekom. And you've got to feel if they could secure rebounding at this end of the floor, Türk Telekom, they could go on to get a comfortable victory here, unless Oostende can make some adjustments. Van der Wurst guarding Campbell. Now Johnson. Johnson Back to Baigao. Foul, backing it down. Finds Wiltshire. Well, Carl Wiltshire let it go and headed in the opposite direction. The moment it came out of his hands, Wiltshire, smile on his face. He knew that one was dropping. 28 for him now. Angola waiting for the screen. Loses it, and it's going to go back to Türk Telekom. Angola had the seam to drive. Lost it on the way up. Last touch off him. Wiltshire got a good hand on it. See if they go back to Wiltshire once again. Wiltshire. Turn and post here against Silla. No. Fills into the gap. As an offensive foul is going to be called against Baigao. He tried to wrap up the arm of Angola. So foul against him. Possession back for Oostende. Schwartz holding and waiting. Finds Angola. Now Van der Wurst. Thompson rolling. He can't get it to go. Johnson pushing through the gears. They find Campbell. Back to Johnson. Now Wiltshire, low post against Angola. No one coming to help yet. Schwartz waiting. Wiltshire wants it back, and it's an offensive foul or push off against him. Or just the off arm. Angola made the most of it. Here it is, Van der Wurst. Looking for Angola. There he is now, 5 on the clock for him. Takes a tough three, is rejected by Johnson. Great defense. Türk Telekom waiting. In no hurry here as Campbell comes off the screen. Johnson open for three as Angola fell to the floor. He will make another one, and the team has struggled from beyond the three-point line in the first half. Has showed their quality here in the second half. They made it a 7-point lead now, 58-51. What a turnaround in this one. Can Oostende recover here? Played so well in that first half. It's a mental game now as much as anything for them. Do they have the energy, the heart to come back on the road? Down 7. Need a couple of momentum plays. Angola's gone out, so Schwartz is going to have to be a creator here. Finds Silla for 3. Doesn't get it. Great work from Schwartz. They're the type of plays I was referring to. Schwartz makes it. 11 points for him now. Can they build on it with a defensive possession? Silla, the tough matchup against Wiltshire in that low post. Johnson screening on this near side allows Wiltshire just to go one-on-one. Thompson snatches in the rebound. And now Schwartz slides in. gets it to go. He comes up holding the hand. Schwartz seems to be okay though. And they're the type of little runs you want coming out of the timeout. 3 straight possessions working for Oostende. The score to stop, the score again. Campbell, a lot of room, takes the 3, doesn't go. Thompson snatches in the rebound. Van der Verst pass ahead. Schwartz has some open floor again here. Van der Verst will take it. Silla, given the 3. They hold. As now Schwartz gets into the lane and he makes another one. So Schwartz coming out of the timeout, doing it all. He makes the 3rd straight great possession for Oostende offensively. Makes it a 1-point game. Well, I said, do they have the heart to get back in? The answer is yes. I mean, Schwartz, 4 in a row. He moves to 15 now, 7 of 11 from the field, 5 rebounds as well. And now the questions are being asked of Türk Telekom.
We play up top. You make it seal him, you finish all the way through. You play up top behind him. Nick, okay. RJ. RJ here, okay. No, CJ here, RJ here, okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Surely Carl Wiltshire's going to be involved in this one. 28 for him. Here he is with the ball. Giving it over to Hunter. Johnson into the lane. Sells a little fake. Pirouettes and puts it home. Johnson looking super confident now in his second half. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Türk Telekom have the 3-point advantage. Still a long way to go here. Van der Verst holding and waiting. Gets it back again. Uses the screen from Thompson. Open 3. Misses everything for Simon Biasi. He's made 2 threes. That's his first miss of the game. As Campbell collects it. There's Johnson. Now Hunter off the screen for a foul. Takes a tough 3. Doesn't get the friendly roll. So possession back for Oostende out of the timeout. Both teams struggling. Get their offense getting that rhythm. Van der Verst into the lane. Finds Silla. He moves it on to Schwartz. This is the man who's been making all the plays. He's going to make another one. He is fouled. Just the 13th foul against Türk Telekom, though. Boost goes into Silla. Silla takes the mid-range shot, doesn't get it. And Johnson now tries to find some room. Johnson over to Wiltshire. TJ Campbell looking for Wiltshire. Van der Verst went for the steal, commits the foul. Knew he had the mismatch. I don't think he's worried about committing that. Smart play from him. He was either going to get the steal or the foul. Team isn't in the team foul situation, so comes in from the side now. Türk Telekom. Johnson into the lane, finds foul. Foul's short shot, doesn't go. Wiltshire picks it up, and of course Carl Wiltshire will finish it off. That brings up the 30 piece for Carl Wiltshire. Give him another offensive rebound as well. They have a double-double by the end of this one. Van der Verst. Now Silla to Schwartz. Thompson screens. Schwartz has got no room. Bouyousi puts it on the floor. Great kick out. Silla wide open. Can't get it down. Good work from Simon Bouyousi to find him. Silla, 1 of 9 from the field now. Hunter with a 5-point lead. They go to Wiltshire. He's got the switch against Van der Wurst. Someone's going to have to come double. Oh, poor pass from Wiltshire. It was the right option to look for Mustafa Foul, but just a poor execution on it. Two guys hitting the stands. Possession for Oostende. Bouyousi goes out. Djordjevic over to Angola. Gets it again. And now Djordjevic draws the foul. Campbell, just a bit too much contact. It is Angola off the high screen. Oh, lovely pass, and it's still up. That's how you finish. Makes that one. Gets the score. Next, a 3-point game again. 2.5 left here. Hunter throws it over to Campbell. Wiltshire once again, and he draws the foul. Johnson using the screen, pulls it out, attacks again. Not a lot of space, finds Campbell for 3, a big 3. First field goal of the game for TJ Campbell, and it's come at a crucial time. 6-point game now as we'll hit 2 minutes left here. Djordjevic into the lane, finds Thompson, who's fouled. Johnson frustrated. He had it clean from behind, but I think it was Mustafa Foul who will be called for the foul. Right there on the arm, yeah. Johnson did get it from behind. Thompson makes it. Now, Johnson off the screen, stops, gets his man on his back. Good smart play from Johnson, and once more, Nick Johnson, after the assist for the 3, he adds the score as well. Put together a very impressive game in this second half, Nick Johnson. Djordjevic skips it to Silla for 3. Comes up short. Silla just hasn't had the range. Wiltshire now, they're in no hurry. Türk Telekom, they've got a 7-point lead. 1:10 remaining now. Johnson once again gets his man on his back and slices in. Can't finish. It will go to Oostende. They did use up some time. And Oostende will have to call a timeout here. They trail and need to get on some sort of a run in this next couple of possessions. They'll be able to advance the ball, see if they go for an immediate 3.
coming off a super. Mark, out, look. Okay? 2 shots, straight cut. You are here. Sharp turning. This green. Wait a bit. Elevator for Brad. Hey, it is nothing. You stepping in, you going corner. Be leading for a shot. If he gets the ball, you clear. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 6.
Djordjevic has it then. He's got to go quickly here. They trail by 7. 1 minute left. Schwartz waiting for Angola to come through the elevator screen. Tough 3 from Angola and he buries it. How did he get the space to get it away? Well, incredible shot from Angola. As a foul is called. Wow, just 2 of 13 from the field, Brian Angola before that one. Really has struggled. He tried to get the steal there. Yeah, clearly a foul right in front of the referee. There's team fouls now against Oostende. That's the one they had to give. See if they can try and get a 5-second violation or a steal on the inbound here. Campbell makes himself available. Angola guarding him closely. This is the man you want the ball in the hands of. Johnson steps up, knocks it down. 21 points now for Nick Johnson. Throw in 8 rebounds and 4 assists as well. Angola, another triple. Doesn't go. Wiltshire grabs in the rebound. That's going to give him a double-double. Took a shot to the face for his troubles. So Wiltshire, 30 and 10. We'll get 2 free throws to add to it as well. But those two in Johnson and Wiltshire have just been incredible today. They've scored 51 of these 69 points for Türk Telekom. Incredible. There's a technical foul is also called against coach Dario Jurga. First is good for Wiltshire, so we'll have 2 more as well. Makes them all. Carl Wiltshire 33 then. Makes it a 9-point game. Angola coming off the screen, gets his man in the air, and an easy call for the official. And Mustafa Fowl, I think, is frustrated with himself. There you can see, easy call for the referee. So, at the line, Brian Angola. Three shots to come for him. As he is fouled beyond the 3-point line, he makes the first. Remember, points so important at this stage because of the points difference between these two teams should they finish with identical records. And in Group A, anything can happen. Angola makes his first 2 and the third. Timeout called by Türk Telekom. They will advance, they will continue to push, try and get more points here in this final 16 seconds.
Don't take early shots. Directly 3 seconds, they try to Steal the ball, okay? Be ready for double teams. Everybody aware of double teams, okay? Let's go.
Türk Telekom hücum olacak.
Sideline possession for Carl Wiltshire then. 17 seconds left. Shot clock gone to 14 as they've advanced the ball. No hurry. Campbell waiting, holding. Wiltshire slips it. Defense switches. Campbell comes up way short. Still 2 seconds to go. Djordjevic, one final chance from his half. Comes up short though. And what an entertaining game here in Ankara. It is finally won by Türk Telekom 72-66. After a very strong second half performance from the hometown team. They trailed throughout. It was a double-digit lead at some stages in the first half for Oostende, but behind that combo of Johnson and Wiltshire, there was no stopping Türk Telekom in the second half. 46 points they put up in that second 20 minutes to take the second half 46-32. That was the difference here in the game. Wiltshire solid throughout. Johnson came to play in the second half. So TJ Campbell getting the victory with his team. Great win for Türk Telekom here. They will move to 4 wins and 1 loss. In Group A for Oostende, they will drop to 2 wins and 3 losses now. All 3 losses coming on the road for them. And smiles all around. Looked anything different to that at the half as Türk Telekom really struggled offensively. But a different team coming out of the halftime break. See the percentages pretty solid from them. 8 of 26 in 3-point range, but they lived on the free throw line. 18 points from the stripe. That was what helped them in the first half. Even when they shot it badly, struggling for points, they got easy possessions and points at the line. They started to dominate the glass. And really, you know, the 2 standout performances. We looked at the numbers overall of shooting percentages, but really, you look at the numbers of the 2 leading scorers for Türk Telekom in Carl Wiltshire, who went 11 of 17 for his 33 points, and then Johnson 8 of 14 for his 21. That was the difference. Schwartz, you know, a good effort. 7 of 11 for his 15 points, but Angola 14 points, just 3 of 15 from the field. And then 2 of 11 from Amar Silla as well. Really the undoing for Oostende on the road. So I'll leave you with some highlights from the game here tonight. An entertaining one, as I said. These 2 teams will return to action next week as Oostende will be on the road once again. They'll head to Spain and Manresa in game day 6 to see if they can get themselves their first win on the road for Türk Telekom. They will head to Poland to face off against Polski Turan. As we see some of those highlights, but it is Türk Telekom taking the victory through a strong second half performance and an MVP-like game from Carl Wiltshire. 33 points and 10 rebounds for him. They take this one eventually 72-66. And we'll move on.